What's up, good people, and welcome back to the Art of the Flip. I'm Marcus Williams, founder of 25 Options, where our goal is to give you more options to help create generational wealth. So how have you been spending your money? Since we've begun our sessions, have you spent more as a consumer or more as an investor? Come on, y'all, tell me why. Anytime we leave our houses, we are more likely to spend money in some kind of way. Our goal with the Art of the Flip is to help you understand to go make money more times than you spend money. It is important to keep that in mind because the world around us is set up in a system that forces us to spend money. This system makes you spend money, however, how you spend it is completely up to you. So by spending as more as investors or flippers, we spend our money to benefit us, rather than consumers where our money benefits others. The Art of the Flip is designed to keep that same concept, to get something and make it more valuable. Last week we introduced this idea and showed just how to apply it. Just like spending your money to make more money, you take your resources and multiply them. You use your education and elevate your knowledge, or you use your skills and profit from it. Flipping is key to get you more of what you want with working smarter and not harder. This week we're going to focus on two main flips that builds wealth: the stock market and real estate. So grab your materials, which includes something to write with, your digital worksheet, a piece of paper, as we look at these important wealth building flips. Our objectives are to identify what the stock market is, how to get into it, and the power that it ultimately has. Now let's get into it. When you hear the stock market, what do you think about it? The stock market is just like a store, similar to the farmer's market. In the farmer's market, they sell items off the farms, such as fruits and vegetables. Well, the stock market is a place where you can buy stocks, which are pieces of companies. Nike, Starbucks, Apple, Amazon are all in this store. And what you do is go shopping. You're looking for the best price, the ones that are on discount, the good brands that you can buy with the money that you have available. All of the companies have different prices, just like shoes or clothes. When you go to the mall, all items in the mall are different prices. When you shop, you either pay full price for what you want or you look for the sale items. The stock market is the exact same way. Stocks that are publicly traded companies means that pieces of the company are available to the public, you, to purchase to gain ownership within that company. This main way to generate wealth is simple. You press a button and boom, you own a company. Just as a company does good, your money will do good also. Just like an owner, the more you have of the company, the more impact you will feel from the performance of that company. This way, making money is called passive income, meaning when you buy it, you can sit back, chill, and let the company work. And when your money grows, you sell it and you take your profit. Then you use your profit to pay for what you want and then flip the money that you bought the stock with originally again. However, there's a lot of fear when it comes to the stock market. People are willing not to even try it and not even benefit from it due to fear. Well, I'm here to tell you, fear is fake. It's just not real. And if you let fear stop you from getting better, well, that's just not good. What are some fears of investing that you've heard of? The number one fear when it comes to investing that I hear is that I might make a bad investment and lose my money. Well, let's think about this. When you want some chips, you take $1, you put it in the vending machine. Your expectation is that when you press that button, that chip falls down. You take it out, you eat it, and everything's all good. But what about when that vending machine eats that $1? Are you going to be upset? Probably so, because you expected to get what you wanted. But are you now not going to ever put another $1 in the vending machine again? I doubt it. Did it mess you up enough to not get candy the next time? Probably not. And the same goes for the stock market. When you buy a stock, you expect to make money, but that doesn't always happen. Sometimes the company doesn't sell enough of the products they have, and you can lose money. Only invest what you are willing to lose. Never risk more than what you are willing to go without. Not putting all your money in for this big return will save you many heartaches and will eliminate the fear of losing money. Trust me, I know personally from my personal investing experience. What about not having enough money to invest? Well, do you have enough money to buy Jordans? What about that Hermes belt you got? What about the hair you bought for a new hairstyle? Or even the money it takes to get the hairstyle done? Or what about those AirPods and that iPhone? Not having enough money to invest is not a fear, it's more of an excuse. Stock prices range from $1 to $3,000, depending on the company. If you can save your money to get things you want, you can save your money to help you make more money. I personally hear people say they don't know who to trust when it comes to investing. Well, what about trusting yourself? The more you know, the better you are. Don't give your money to people who you don't know what they're doing with it. Flipping your money in the stock market can be done directly through your phone. No need to trust anyone other than yourself with your money. Know how to do it so you know what's going on. If you want someone to invest for you, then by all means go for it. But at least know what's going on so people won't just take your money and do whatever they want to with it. We all need our coins. Trust me, I know. And finally, a fear is not knowing where to start. Well, when you start, look at the top 5 places you spend your money normally. What happens is when you spend your money as a consumer, you are paying the owner of that company or the investor. Someone always benefits when others spend. So the goal is to invest in places that you spend your money so that those places make you money and you no longer have to spend your money there. The money you make from investing in those places can be used to have more money or to buy what you want from those companies. When this flip happens, the companies is paying your things for you and not with your money. So our top 5 places, well, for me would be Nike because I buy the shoes, Exxon because I use the gas, Verizon because I pay them a cell phone bill every month, Kroger because that's where I do my grocery shopping, and Bank of America because that's who I bank with. Investing in things you like and things you know about is the best way because most of the research for that company is already done. If you spend money as a consumer, you should benefit as an investor. Now that we know the companies we want to invest in, we will then go Google that company to find more information on it, such as a stock symbol. Each company has an abbreviation for the stock market, and you will need to know this to buy the shares. For example, if I go to Google and I type in Nike stock symbol, it will show me NKE. Now to buy something, you need money. So the next step is to accumulate funds, whether to take money you have earned from a job or money you have saved. You will need funds to buy anything. Once you have the amount needed, you can then have buying power to spend on companies. Buying a company is just like buying their products. The same way you go to Amazon and place an order for a product, it's the same way you go to Robinhood to buy Amazon. After you buy a stock, you then sell it when it does one of 2 things. You meet your profit goal, meaning you got the money you wanted to make, or you sell it to stop from losing money. You cut your losses. The amount of shares you have depends on the money you have to spend. Keep in mind, the more shares you have, the more ownership you have within that particular company. For example, if I have a pie and I cut a slice of that pie out for me to eat, it's just like having the amount of shares in that company. The bigger slice of pie I cut out, the more shares in the company I own. So the more that company makes, the more I make. The more they lose, the bigger loss I'll take. But hey, that comes with being an owner. As you look to buy shares, you want to buy low and sell high when prices are going up, and you want to buy high and sell low when prices are going down. Buying at these times is just like buying a polo shirt on discount and then selling it for full price. Now, once you have the money and you figured out the company you want to own, you then need to find the broker. The broker is the actual store that is holding each company. For example, TD Ameritrade, Acorn, or even Robinhood, as we mentioned earlier, are all brokers that you can use. You can download any of these broker apps on your phone as your store that you want to use to buy. It all depends on what you personally feel comfortable with. Then it's all about adding the money, finding the company in the store with the stock symbol, determining how many shares you can buy with the money you have, and hitting that buy button. And then boom, you have now invested in the stock market. By owning companies you like, you are more aware of what's going on. If I shop at Kroger, I know if a recall is coming on cereal, and that might make the price go down. If I like Nike, then I know when new shoes are coming out, and I know if people are going to buy those shoes, which might make that price go up. If Nike is at $90 a share and I have $200, I can buy 2 shares. If Bank of America is at $30 and I have $100 to spend, then I probably can buy 3 shares of that company. Remember, the more shares that you have, the more money you make. Making a flip in the market creates wealth because that's just what owners do of these companies. They buy them and they make money as the company does good. So can you. Once you buy them, you keep your eye on what's going on because your money depends on it. And most importantly, live your life. Don't worry about it. Making a flip by spending your money and letting your money do the work is the ultimate goal. This allows you to have more time to do what you want and not work. Your money is working in the stock market and not you working for it. Now, let's jump into real estate. We will look at why real estate is so important, why real estate is a main way to create wealth, and why it's relevant to our flips. So let me ask you this. Can any more land be produced? The answer is no. The land that's here, that was here before we got here, is all that we have. So when you own what cannot be duplicated, what can't be made more of, you're already entering in something with great value. Anyone can own shoes. You got Nike, you got Adidas, you got Under Armour. Anyone can make cars. You got Nissan, you got Honda, you got GMC. However, nobody can make more land. So by owning that, you are already in a better position because the resource is limited. Next, everyone has to have a place to live. However, everyone's not in a position to own a home. So if you don't own, you rent a place to stay. When you rent, you're renting from somebody, a company or a person who has bought that place, who actually owns it. What happens is, when I own a home and I rent it out, I can then charge people for living in it to have enough to cover the monthly payment and enough to make me a profit. As they pay me, I can sit on the couch watching a movie and get checks in the mail from the properties I own that I rent out to people. Making money as I chill, which is again creating passive income and greater wealth. First thing you need to get into real estate is good credit. My people, credit is king in this world and can be more useful than having money at certain times. If you have great credit, you can get just about whatever you want. Now, it's steps to create good credit, and I'm actually working on that myself. I personally hurt my credit in the past when I got a credit card from the student center in college. I thought I could manage it. Just like every college student, I didn't make money all the time. So not paying the bill on time and ultimately getting that credit card closed hurt my credit before I even got started. I even moved off campus after my freshman year. I had a roommate that wasn't what I thought, and I moved out. Not fully understanding the process, the roommate stayed, never paid rent. Well, my name was on that lease, and it hit my credit in a negative way. I tell you this so you don't make the same mistakes I did. So living within your means, not taking on credit responsibility too early, or when you do, ensure that you can pay things back on time is important. It's a quote that says, poor people use their own money to make money, while wealthy people uses other people's money to make money. With good credit, you are now in position to use other people's money, such as bank loans, to pay for things you want instead of your own. Having good credit will help you throughout your lifetime. Trust me. The next thing you will need is to accumulate your funds. Just like the stock market, to buy anything, it takes cash to do it. Whether it's having good credit, getting a loan, saving your money, or getting it from other investors, having cash is necessary to make the purchase. If you need to put money down or just buy outright, your funds are key to that. Access to information is a key resource in real estate flips. Either connect with a realtor or someone who's already tapped into that real estate market, or do the work yourself. Whatever way you decide, having the information is important. You must know what you're buying to know if it's a good buy or not. School zones, property value, upcoming businesses in the area are all factors that go into buying a property. The next thing you need to do is determine how you want to flip the money. Do you want to own real estate for the long term, or do you want to buy it for a quick flip? If you buy it for the long term, you will buy it today for, let's say, $100,000 and hold it. 10 years from now, that house might be worth $250,000. You can then sell it and take the $150,000 profit. Now, if you decide to do a short-term flip, you might find a house that's on discount for, let's say, $50,000. It may need some work, so you hire somebody to fix it up for another $20,000. So now you're, say, $70,000 in. You then sell the house for 3 months later for $170,000. You then take the $170,000 that you sold it for minus the $70,000 that you spent for it, and now you're sitting on a $100,000 profit. The more houses you own, the more passive income you can create. When you buy real estate, you now have power to provide houses for different communities. You have also power to build whatever you want to on the land because you own the land. Having real estate and land is very powerful when creating wealth because they have so much value within them. Houses cost from $100,000 to $200,000, and land is about the same. When you own those properties and say you have to sell it, you're now sitting on that same $100,000 and $200,000 value. So if you ever have to sell it and use the money, you know it's available for you. Stocks and real estate are two main ways to create flips. Both ways you can flip and chill on the couch, creating again passive income. These give you the ability to make money without going to work for someone or some company. As we keep this in mind to continue our flips and gain wealth, we will look forward to the next session, as I want to take time to think about what you love to do and what do you do for fun. What can you do all day long? And do me a favor, write that down. Because next week, we're going to take that thing that you love to do and turn that into a business. We're going to take your passions and turn them into profits. We're going to show you how to flip that passion into making money doing exactly what you love to do. Your flips don't always have to be in the stock market or real estate. Maybe your passions will lead you to them over time. But our goal is to put your passions into real money that you make on your own and not be dependent on other people to live. We hope this puts you in a better position to create generational wealth. So be sure to complete those exit tickets, as we do have those prizes to give away. Remember those passions for next week. And don't forget to follow me at 25 Options on Facebook and Instagram. 25options@gmail.com for any questions you may have for me. As I look forward to our next session, I wish you all the best and be great, my friends.